Yeah, hello. I'm making this video so that you understand what exactly has to be built. Okay. First, I'll explain you this the diagram, and there is a text here. I'll be giving you this text, and the extension name should be like Ultimate Weaver or any name you can give. Should work on any browser. Okay, the browser extension. And about all this, I'll be explaining you now. Okay, only the 2 points are there. Now, let us. Uh, okay, this is a text. Let me take this pink here. Okay, this is a text. Normally what happens when you right click the text, you'll have some default options. I will show you here. Okay, if I right click this, and if can you see the some default options, right? Open on all this. So when I load the extension name will come here, right? Now about the extension, you have to go here. I can load it from here. Load unpacked. Okay. When I load the extension, I'll be having like default options like other extensions have, like on, off, remove, all that, right? Okay. Now let us come back to this first. Now this is a word, any keyword, Apple. When I right click the Apple, when the extension is loaded in the browser, I will be getting a option like Ultimate Weaver, the extension name. Okay, the extension will have some arrow or something here. When I click this, I'll have one more box. Okay, with one more line here like add URL and reset. Okay, clear? Now in the add URL, once if I click the add URL, you can keep this box itself as empty space so that I can input some URL, www.google.com or www.yahoo.com something, and click done. Once I click done, it will be converted to modify URL. The URL is taken now. Okay. Now listen one thing. When I input the URL, when I input this URL, okay, here, when I click done, the original text where we have clicked right click and all that, this text has been converted to a button. I'll show you. Button in sense, something I have taken here, something like this, blur something. The text will be there, Apple, and the background will be some button type. Okay, got it? So if I want to change the URL again, if I right click an Ultimate Weaver, again arrow something here, there should be some many arrow here so that this box appears here. Okay, and in add URL you can keep an arrow here so that I can input some text, or you can make make to input the text here itself. That you decide like what best can be done here. Okay, now next time, already first time when the URL is added, when I come back it will be like modify URL if I want to modify something. Okay, now coming to this reset, once if I click reset, this URL thing should go, everything should come to normal, the box should go, everything should come to the normal state. Okay, that's called reset. So this is the extension work. Now let us rewind this. There is a text here. Okay, when I right click, as I have loaded the extension in the browser, I can see this Ultimate Weaver in the drop down. In the Ultimate Weaver, there is a small arrow here you can keep or something, so that when I click this arrow, I can see this box here. In this box, I have got one divided line here, add URL and reset. In the add URL, again I have a arrow here. If I click this arrow, I can see some empty box. I can input any URL of any length in this box, and once the URL is inputted, there'll be something like done, DONE. Once if I click done, this box will be name will be converted to modify URL. Okay, that's it. But here one more thing, if I click done here, once if I click done, two things should happen. Here it will be converted to a modified URL and the original text will be converted to a button type. Okay, clear? Now if I want to remove whole thing and come back to the reset thing, okay, if I click reset, everything has to go away, even the box, everything has to go away, and the original text should appear as it is. Okay, this is the function of the extension. And one more thing I want to say you, so that you understand it. This is the extension Ultimate Weaver. Okay, you have loaded into the browser extensions. Okay, in the browser extensions you have on, off, I have showed you, right, like remove. Now if I click off, if I keep this extension off, nothing should be shown, everything should be normal. Okay, if I keep the extension on, whatever I have created buttons before, everything has to be shown, the history has to be shown. Okay, on any browser, on any site. And now if I remove this extension from the browser, if I remove it, okay, if I remove the extension from the browser and load it back again, and if I click on, the history should come back, everything should be remembered. Okay, what all I have created, buttons and all that. Now let me explain you. On the, see, the button thing is something like this. Now let us take this text, Infosys. Okay, first I have selected it, means first I'll go here, I'll go to extensions, I will load the extension which you have created. It will come here, it will have three options: on, off and remove. Okay, when it is off, everything is normal. When I click on, okay, the extension will start working. When I right click, I'll be getting here Ultimate Weaver. There will be small arrow here. When I click that arrow, I'll be getting one box. In the box there will be add URL and reset. In the add URL, again there will be some small arrow. I can add whatever URL I want. For instance, I have added this URL. Okay, I have added this URL there. I've added here. Okay, I have added here. Okay, and I have clicked done. That's it, I have clicked done. So when I have clicked done, I said two things will happen. The add URL box will be changed to modify URL, and this Infosys, this is there now, it will be converted to a button. Background will be kind of button, not big button, as per the size of the text. And listen one thing, the box should be done as per the size. Or if you don't want a button, you want to keep any icon or something, that you can let me know. If you don't want to go with a button or you want to keep something here, you can let me know. But what is the use of button is, now when I close this browser, okay, when I come back, if I create a button, there will be a button here, right? Infosys, think this is has converted button. If I click this button, it will be directly open with the URL, this page. If I click this button, it will directly open with this URL. This is the function of the extension. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Now here, what you want to create a button, or you want to uh, make this as what, that you need, that you can let me know. Okay, and second thing, if I go to the extensions and if I remove that whatever the extension is there, if I remove it completely, for example, and if I load it back again, and if I keep it on, the whole button should come back. You should not go from the beginning again. The history should be remembered. Even if I format the system, if I restart the browser, everything has to come back. If I just keep it off, everything should be off. If I keep it on, everything should be on. Okay, and here I have written these points, you can just read it. And I hope everything is clear. Still, if you don't understand, you can let me know. You can show me a demo. It is a small thing, right? You can show me demo. If in the demo anything to be corrected, I'll let you know. Then we can finalize the project. The project is very small. Okay, first you show me a demo. Okay, and if you are capable of doing it, then only you take it. Thank you.